Baby, this man tried to flex, and instead he confessed. Papoose got online with a big "We the Best," win records, sold out Puerto Rico brag, and a shot at "You fools regurgitating lies and honey." So all he did was hand the whole internet fresh proof that he is bothered, he is losing, and he should have never left the woman he left. He wanted to look like a winner. He looked like the opposite. It never affected her. It never affected her. Baby, when a man has to say it that many times, it affected somebody. So let's spill it.
Anything I went through with the gambling, it never affected her. It never affected her at all. It never affected.
Welcome to Stella. You are watching Tea with Stella, where the tea is always hot and we never ever water it down. Everything here is based on publicly available information, and where it's alleged, baby, I'll say alleged. Now do me a quick favor, honey. Smash that like, hit subscribe, and share this. Now let's set the table. Papoose posted a whole triumphant paragraph about his network, his chain, his queen, his sold out show, capped with a jab at everybody regurgitating lies. He thought he was spiking the football, baby. Instead, he fumbled it in his own end zone. Let's get into it.
All right, come on. Don't shake that ass, bitch. I'ma throw this money. Don't shake that ass, bitch. I'ma throw this money. Don't shake that ass, bitch. I'ma throw this money. I'ma throw this money. I'ma throw this money. Don't shake that ass, bitch. I'ma throw this money. Don't shake that ass, bitch. Whoa.
Okay, baby, here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. When Papoose was with Remy Ma, there was mystery around him, and that mystery was his best asset. Back in the Black Love days, we didn't know his business. We just knew him as a stoic, quiet, man's man spitter, and baby, that silence made him look strong. But now that the Remy chapter is closed and he's posting paragraphs and flexing chains, we see the whole man. And honey, the whole man is a lot less impressive than the mystery was. Something about him now reads shy, thin-skinned, untrustworthy. The magic trick only worked when we couldn't see behind the curtain. Now, let me be fair 1 second, baby. Maybe he's not doing anything wrong. Maybe we're just seeing more of him because he's dating the most online woman in boxing. But here's the problem, honey. The more we see, the less we're impressed. That's a losing trade, and it only gets worse from here. Baby, this is the receipt that endes the whole argument. Claressa and Papoose cannot stop telling us how unbothered they are. We got money. We don't care what y'all say. We live in our best life. Okay, honey, cool. So then why is a huge chunk of everything they say just them responding to bloggers and YouTubers? Papoose is on repeat. It never affected her false narratives. Claressa's out here going, he'd be at the fight, and basically I'd have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling YouTubers. Baby, that's not unbothered. That's obsessed. Here's the gotcha, honey, and it's airtight. You cannot say, I don't listen to the blogs while replying to the blogs all day. You can't be too rich to care and too pressed to shut up at the same time. Pick one, baby. Every we don't care post is proof they care the most. And Papoose's latest? Exhibit A. Now, baby, remember that blue do-rag video? Claressa jokes that people are going to say Papoose is AI. And honey, AI, a hologram, baby, you're not Tupac. Nobody's spending money to build a digital version of a man who, let's keep it a buck, doesn't exactly have a 9 to 5. Ain't nobody calling DreamWorks to render Papoose. And here's where it gets brutal, honey. Remy already told us. She said nobody falls in love faster than a man without his own place, baby. She dropped that receipt a long time ago, and it's aging like fine wine. So the real question, honey, why does this couple treat every appearance like a red carpet reveal? Why is you being in a video a whole event? Because, baby, when a relationship is really solid, you don't announce it. You just live it. And these two, they announce everything. Speaking of announcing, baby, let's talk about the she's upstairs of it all. Every time these two are in the same building, it's a whole production. Oh, she's in my house. Oh, she's upstairs. Look, we together, clapping. Fireworks. Honey, why? Real couples don't do this. Ryan Reynolds doesn't post Blake's upstairs, y'all, every day. Megan Thee Stallion and Clay just posted a normal video and kept it moving. Baby, the more you perform the relationship, the more you tell on how shaky it is. Confident couples are quiet. Insecure ones put on a show. Now let me slow down a second, honey, because underneath all this flexing is a real person. Strip away the chain, the captions, the we the best, and you've got a grown man still tangled in the shadow of the wife he left. That's not a man winning, baby. That's a man decorating a hole, and no amount of Win Records posts fills it. Okay, baby, snapping right back, because this next part is corny. Papoose is pushing 50, and he's on social media like the uncle at the cookout who just discovered the front-facing camera. Weird selfies, weird flexes, replying to teenagers. Baby, if you're too grown for the internet, just say that and log off with your dignity. And the flex, honey, oh, the flex. This man keeps reminding us he was the $1.5 million man and had the Win Records chain from day one. Baby, nobody's checking for that chain. When you keep telling people what you're worth and how long you've had your jewelry, that is the tell. Real ones never announce the price tag. Now, Stella will be fair one more time, baby. Maybe he's not corny. Maybe he just defends his girl too loud. But here's the thing, honey. Loud defense of a perfect relationship is exactly what people do when it's not perfect. Sometimes the best clap back is no clap back at all. Now, baby, let's talk about this sold out, We the Best, took over Puerto Rico show. Here's the funny part, honey. Most of us didn't even know it happened. No promo, no buzz, no advertising. A whole boxing event slid past the entire internet like a whisper. Meanwhile, that same weekend, Conor McGregor and the UFC had a Vegas card. The whole planet was watching. So don't tell me we took over when you couldn't take over your own timeline, honey. And to top it off, folks say the whole Win Network idea is just a copy of what Remy Ma already built. Baby, you left the woman and took her homework. And where's the proof of this takeover? One artist's pregnant, so touring's limited. Claressa's ticket numbers are a question mark. Honey, when you keep screaming, we're taking over, it usually means it isn't happening. The loud ones are never the ones actually winning. And that, baby, brings us to the woman at the center of all of it, Remy Ma. Because here's the brutal contrast, honey. Claressa and Papoose are what I call tryhards. They try hard to convince you they're winning, that they prove the opposite every time. Look at the receipts, baby. Papoose flexes the $1 million man. The chain, day one. Claressa's got to remind us every day she's gorgeous. She's got a big old peach. I know I look good. Look at me. Honey, that's the same insecurity in 2 outfits. Real goats never did that. DMX ain't have to convince you he was gritty. He just barked. LL Cool J ain't have to say he was smooth. He just was. And Remy, baby, Remy's in a mansion, filming a video, glowing, body tight music people actually want to play. And she's not begging for a single drop of it. No captions, no clapbacks, no look at me. She's just winning in silency. So both of them did each other dirty, honey. But post breakup, we see exactly who came out on top. And it ain't Pap. And it ain't Claressa. So let's recap the tea, baby. A flex that turned into a confession. An unbothered couple that replies to everything, an AI joke about a man with no job, a relationship performed like a Broadway show, a corny $1 million chain flex, a Win Network flop nobody heard about, and an ex-wife lapping them both without lifting a finger. And here's why it matters, honey. The loudest person in the room is usually the one with the most to prove. Papoose tried to post his way to a win, and all he did was remind everybody what he lost. So T with Stella wants to know, Team Papoose slid the bag or Team Remy dodged a whole bullet. And be honest, baby, is Papoose just corny? Or is he a man who loves too loud because deep down he knows he's losing? Drop your verdict below because this tea is way too hot to drink alone. And if you made it this far, you already know, like, subscribe and share. I'm Stella, and the tea is always hot here.